That
ain't the music. It ain't Rocky.
That motherfucker originates from Rocky franchise. I will always attach it to that. What is up, you guys? I'm DeAndre.
I'm back. I'm Javante. What's good, guys?
And this is Dre and Jay. We're here today to do a review. You guessed it, for Creed 3. Yeah, man. Started off. Congrats to Michael B. Jordan on making a great film. I definitely think it's so far the best movie of 2023 that's been released, and great directorial debut by him. For me, I like this movie a lot better than the second one. I still like the first Creed movie. Like, that's still like my favorite one out of this franchise so far. But this was definitely like a solid one. I could actually put them close together. Jonathan Majors, that brother's on his A game right now. You know, dropping Ant-Man, and yeah, he's the guy right now. You know, Ant-Man being Kane was phenomenal in that film, and then seeing him in this film again, like I think he was a great opponent. You know, I think right now he definitely is my favorite opponent from the Creed franchise, but he's also like, I would put him at number 3 behind Apollo and Drago in the Rocky franchise as a whole, Rocky and Creed franchise. So he was amazing at that. This movie is very intense, you know, emotional. There's laughs. There are moments where you'll laugh, and you know, just an overall great story-driven movie for the character of Creed. So I really enjoyed it.
And I agree. I changed some things you said. I would have Drago as 1, Jonathan Majors 2, Apollo be like 3 or 4, probably 3. Jonathan Majors I felt was a better.
What?
Yes, because I think a villain, unless you're gonna be a straight, just
I didn't say a villain. I said opponent.
Okay, opponent. I take Jonathan Majors still over Apollo. And that's because I'm looking at Drago. Drago just straight up was like, kill all. That's it. But Jonathan Majors, we'll get to it, but his performance and his like story, I want him to win. I tell you, I was rooting for him the whole time. I was the only one there rooting for his ass. I was like, let's go. I was hoping he would win. I loved it. The way Jonathan Majors, also you could say, you know, Jonathan Majors was amazing in the movie, and the way he portrayed the character and the story of the character was just, I liked it. And I felt for that character the whole time. I always felt bad for him because he got screwed over.
Yeah.
We'll get into it. Overall, for me, I put this as my favorite, and then I put 1. I hate 2, which is why we did the trailer reaction to 3. I was like, because I did not like 2 of Creed. I didn't like it. It's not horrible. It wasn't good to me, especially coming off Creed, the first one. I expected more.
Yeah.
But Creed 3 I put as 1. Then I put Creed, and then I put Creed 2. Music was banging. Fights were amazing.
Was the music really bad?
I like the music.
I didn't really like.
I like the music. It was better 2 and 1.
Was there that many songs? No. One
had the Philly. It had the Philly vibe, but 2 had 3. This one had some good music in it.
When? I didn't hear no damn music.
Yeah.
Until the montage.
Even the slower tracks, like Kalani singing her song.
That was good. Okay.
Even like the little montages. Okay, the training scene. You can say you like the song there, but I like the beginning sequences of the movie. Even the song they played at the beginning of the movie when they first showed them this kids. I like that part too. I liked all that. I thought the music overall was pretty cool. I was bobbing my head like, okay, I'm rocking with this. Better than Creed 2, and Creed 1 had some bangers, but it had like Meek. Yeah, how many songs you really like off Creed 1 that you really like? Oh, I really fuck with that. Besides like Meek Mill shit.
Oh, Janae Aiko and Donald Glover.
Okay, that 2.
Childish Gambino.
2. What else?
There's some other ones.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't really think of it. That's like the same with this movie. He had like a couple I was like really bobbing my head. I can't name them all off my top of my head, but watching this movie, I'm like, okay, I'm bobbing my head to. I'm rocking with. Creed 2, I was not bobbing my head.
They're good, but I still like the first one better. Like the songs in the first.
I like the music. The music was great in this one as well. I'm not saying the first one had great music. Did.
And I'm not saying the music was bad in this one. I'm just saying I didn't really hear as much of it as.
But I'm saying you only named me the Janae Aiko and Childish Gambino song, and that's it, and the Meek Mill song.
Okay.
Throughout a 2-hour movie for the first one.
There are some other ones.
Like what?
When he was traveling to Philly.
The Meek Mill shit.
Fire.
Oh, that was alright. That was alright. But you had that shit in this one also. You had songs like that when they were doing certain shit.
Okay, and then you had Bianca, her song, you know, Crab It.
No.
Yeah, I was.
It was cool.
I was fucking with it.
No, it was cool. That's like when she was in the studio.
Yeah.
And the studio music she was making was tight too.
Yeah, but
so that matches that. I'm saying. But that's my point. I was going to.
Okay, go ahead.
Overall, I really enjoyed the film, from the storytelling, from the emotion of, the the emotion from each character. I loved the family aspect. I loved his daughter. She was cute. I loved. Okay, I'll be honest. Tessa Thompson, I feel like was a little bit like didn't have much to do in this film.
Yeah, she definitely.
Besides just like trying to push Creed a little, but she didn't have much in this film to do, which is cool. But I love Michael B. Jordan's growth, even from like each movie you always see him grow, but seeing him at this stage of his life now, and still seeing the growth in the character throughout this film, and the flaws, and the demons he's still battling to become a better man. So I loved all that. But I really like this movie. I can't wait to break it down. We can get into spoilers in a little bit.
I mean, I definitely agree with you on, as far as Damien. Like, I do like him as the opponent. Like, yeah,
he was amazing, bro.
Jonathan Majors just kills it, bro. Like, and I like that they put focus onto his character as well, because, you know, in the past couple of movies they didn't really put focus on the Ricky Conlon, which is fine. They didn't put focus on Drago.
That's because those actors weren't. Those
actors weren't as top tier as Jonathan Majors is. Like, he just takes over a role. So I did like that they focused on him as well. It was kind of like they're showing complete opposites, you know.
I'll be honest,
and even some of the symbolism, like that one shot where they're both walking.
Yeah. Look at each other. Yeah. Even as a character, I thought he was more menacing than Drago.
Yeah, because he was kind of like on that. He was on edge. You didn't know what to expect.
Yeah, I love it. I was sweating the whole time while he was fighting. When he fought the first dude, I was over there like, "Oh, what's that happened, bro?"
Yeah, at one point, I ain't gonna lie, I thought he was gonna drag his ass. I thought he was gonna kill that nigga. I was gonna be like, "Damn."
But I love the thing that makes it so amazing. We can get to it more. But Jonathan Majors, man, like the way his facial expression, he's just so calm. Like even when he like elbows do it, he fucking do. He's like, "What the fuck?" He was like. Walking off like all just chill. He don't give a fuck.
And even when he got shots to him, he just looked at.
I like that. I like that Jonathan Majors brought so much to this role because, and this is why Daddy mentioned the story being very much like Rocky V.
Yes,
and that's fine with me.
It was predictable, but that's how all Rocky movies are.
And that's even more. That's still fine with me because if you're gonna do a role, if you're gonna do a storyline kind of similar. The acting gotta be on point. Yeah. It gotta take me another place. And Jonathan Majors did that.
Like make it better than what the original did.
And Jonathan Majors did that because every time he's on screen, you feel from because like he's calm. He's not like he's mad. Like, he's just like calm, telling the story and shit like that. Just looking around like, damn, this could have been me. This should have been me. Like I literally should have this, but I would have to do 18 years, and you feel the rage, even though he's not even like like going crazy all the time. You just feel the rage. Like you look at him, you like you feel the inside like. I missed out on everything. This man got everything that I should have.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah, I agree.
We can get more into it.
And then last thing before we go to spoilers, just Michael B. Jordan. As far as the fights in this film, I thought they were probably the best fights. Probably the best fights. Yeah, they were good. Top 10. We saw it in
IMAX. We saw it in IMAX also. Which I think this is one of those movies. I know it's meant for IMAX. It's like the first time a sports movie like actually put in IMAX. It works for this. The boxing work to the sweat, the getting the hit, the ribs, all that shit. You get it. You're like, oh man, this shit's crazy. But you really enjoy it in IMAX. So if you do go see it in IMAX, it's a great see. And I don't recommend IMAX like that. Cause I didn't see Ant-Man in IMAX. I don't go see IMAX because I know tickets are expensive. Times are hard for people. But this is why I saw it in IMAX and it was worth it.
Yeah, I agree. It was worth it to me. I think it's. I mean that when we do that sports movie list in the future,
Creed 3 gonna make it. Creed 1 not gonna make. Creed 1 not gonna make it, but Creed 3 gonna make it.
Nah, I'll probably put them both up there.
No, they ain't both getting it. If I made a top 10, you know damn well they ain't both getting. You ain't putting two. That means how many rockets you putting in there?
Huh?
How many rockets you gonna put in there? You can't put all boxing.
I'll probably put one.
So you're gonna put in one rocket? You putting two Creeds?
Yes.
Oh, you bugging maybe? I don't think you can do top 10 like that. Yeah. You probably gonna leave some stuff out. Remember tight ends. Longest yard.
I like this movie a lot, and I think it's great. But the first Creed movie to me, I loved it. I thought emotionally, and also it still to me has the best montage as far as training motivation montage. You know, because you show Rocky and going through his cancer and everything. And
that's what I'm saying.
I get it. The first Creed movie is more of a Rocky and Creed story. This was his own story, so it fits.
It's a Rocky movie featuring Creed,
but that is cool. That's fine. And I'm happy with it, but at the end of the day, I still like the first movie better because it captures both. It captures both of what we loved from the Rocky franchise and translating and starting its own thing.
But that's not translating because basically we're getting another Rocky movie, just Rocky after boxing. Featuring Creed, because we care more about Rocky, that storyline. Coming into it's about Rocky, about his family being going, his son's going, everything's going. Then you find he has cancer, he has something to live for. So basically, it's back to being
about Creed.
But it's about Rocky, like the fight of life. Rocky, one more time, can you fight to survive?
Yes.
You've been knocked down all your life, can you fight to beat cancer?
But that's the point about like Creed, especially because you have his character coming in being the son of Apollo, a kid who Rocky didn't even think existed.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Like, you know, and he's being that. You know, being this important person in Rocky's life and giving him meaning to a new life.
But it's a Rocky. It's still a Rocky featuring. We taking place all day in Philly. Don's ain't even from Philly. He's from Cali. He's not even from Philly.
Okay,
but we take place in Philly the whole time.
That's fine.
But why? Because Rocky featuring Creed, my guys. That's what I'm saying, bro.
They share.
Go rewatch. It's both the first two on HBO Max. Go rewatch it. To me, it's great. You know why you like also because nostalgia. Because the first one you got Rocky and you got Rocky and Creed. You got Creed. Oh shit, Creed and Rocky. Since when the last time we had a Rocky movie? 2001?
No, it was 2006.
Okay. Last good Rocky movie.
2006, Rocky Balboa was good.
Okay.
It wasn't great. It was good.
Is that the one he fucked that black dude?
Yeah.
Like I said, you got your first Rocky movie, you're like, oh, Rocky's back. People went to that movie saying, oh, Rocky's back.
Okay.
And Creed's in it, but he's the feature, bro. And I started to laugh at the movie.
I disagree. I thought he was.
This felt like this movie right here felt like, oh, we're in a dance story. I forgot all about Rocky. If this movie was by itself, I would be like, oh, this ain't a Rocky movie. Because it's all about Adonis. It carries from Adonis. It's not about no damn Rocky. They don't even use Rocky. No, they barely bring up Rocky in anything.
Yes, I mean, you could say that, Javante. You could say, oh, which one's a better Adonis Creed movie? As far as
but nigga, we going to see Creed.
As far as the story, yes, I'll say it's a better Adonis Creed movie. But if you ask me which one's the better movie overall, I'm going with Creed 1.
That's fine. I'm just saying, I think part of that goes with nostalgia, bro. And the fact that it has Rocky.
Maybe. Who knows?
But I'm saying, from what we're trying to watch, we want to see Creed. This is the first time I think we really see Creed in his own thing, his own story, his own villain. Okay. It all worked. His own enemy. It all worked for me, bro. That shit worked. Rocky being gone, I thought, and I said in the trailer, I thought, hey, maybe you need Rocky back. I'm glad you didn't have no Rocky. It was better without Rocky. God damn it. Because it pushed that shit to the side.
I'm going to speak out to that when we talk spoilers, but which we're about to get into right now. So,
and I'm glad Duke got more love too. Because you got Rocky out there, yeah. It made more room for Duke.
Well, also because Wood Harris is just such an amazing actor. Yeah. Like, you got to give him more. And when you
get rid of Rocky, you were able to give him more. Because when Rocky was in the room.
For sure. But yeah, overall, man, I think if I had to give Creed a grade, I would give it a 10 out of 10, man. I think it's maybe, well, I don't want to do it too. But yeah, I'll give it. I'll say 9.5. 9.5 out of 10. Loved it. It's amazing. Definitely an improvement over the second one. The fights are incredible. They're intense, and I loved every minute of it.
I go 9.5. 9 point. I go 9. Damn, 9.5 kind of high. Yeah, I go 9.5. I really fuck with this movie. There are so many aspects. We'll get into it, but I love this movie, man. Jonathan Majors came perform, and when I say Jonathan Majors came perform, I don't mean nothing about Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan was amazing as well. But you know how you have like. You have a star, but then you have Jonathan. You have another guy coming in there. He just rocks even to another level.
He just matches it.
It just brings them both up to another level, and that's what Jonathan Majors wants to do. Michael B. Jordan's amazing. This film did a great job with his directorial debut. I know he has directed music videos, but for his directorial debut to take on a franchise that's already had 2 other movies that were seen as pretty great movies, and to come in and do your own thing and still make a great story, it worked out perfectly. And I think he really knew what this story needed to be for Adonis, and that worked out great.
Yeah. So yeah, we're about to get into spoilers. In 5, we'll put a warning, let you guys know. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Spoilers. All right. So the way this movie starts off, it's kind of like the second one. You have Adonis fighting. This time it's against Ricky Conlon.
I like that they brought back all the characters from the previous movies.
Same here.
What are you talking like that, motherfucker? You did like what 5 years in jail now? You old as shit. You still come out trying to get one more?
Yeah.
But it worked though. I liked it. It was cool.
And it showed Adonis they talked. It was his last fight before retirement.
Yeah. So we like what 4 years later, 5 years later.
Something around.
About 5 years later. His daughter's a little old too. It's like it's been some years.
Yeah.
He done been around for a while. He's considered one of the goats. You know what I mean? But yeah, I like the recons how it started off with the recons. Actually, didn't even start with that. It started with as kids.
Oh yeah, it started with fun.
And him whooping Leon ass, and then it became about him going that.
It showed Damien. Damien was fighting, and then Adonis was like the guy handling all his shit.
It shows Adonis. It shows Damien driving, Adonis in the house, sleeping. They going to go. You see the dynamic in the car, them being friends, kind of just kicking it, talking shit, and they go up in the club, go to the boxing ring. He's carrying his shit. and we get down with the fight. We see
Damien.
Diamond Dame.
Yeah, Diamond Dame.
Yeah, we see Diamond Dame putting that work in. He said first round knockout. Put it on the books.
Yep. And he knocked
checkmate, motherfucker. Checkmate. Yeah, knocked his ass out.
But you also kind of like you saw foreshadowing about like what kind of fighter Damien is. Like he looks for his opponents like disadvantages. Like
that's why I said he was different, bro.
Because they talked about this guy played football for Long Beach.
Yeah, he had a fucked up shoulder surgery.
So
yeah,
he went right after that fucking shoulder.
Yeah, he was tough.
So yeah, and again we get to Ricky Conlon. Creed fights him,
beats him,
puts
him in retirement. He goes to retirement. We see him with the family life. We see him with his daughter, who's a beautiful little girl. They did a great job the casting there. She's a beautiful little girl.
Boy. That is where comedy came into the movie for me, because when she was in school and that bitch tore up her paper, all you see is just. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
And she had the hair and everything. She had the form and everything.
Okay, not a problem, but I felt like the scene when it comes to the teacher, it ran a little long to me. Because of the simple fact that it's all in sign language, it just felt like the theater was all quiet and everything, and you have to read it, but it just felt like a little bit too long, maybe. I don't know, maybe that's just me. I don't know, kind of maybe. I'm sitting there, I know you have to do like, the actual, sighing and stuff like that, but I'm sitting there, I'm like, damn. It's kind of slowed me down a little bit, kind of ready to pick it back up a little bit more. But I don't have a problem with it, but one of the things, maybe it's just, petty things.
Yeah.
But
you see Adonis with this new fighter. Like
his new heavyweight champion.
Yeah, and new heavyweight champion has under his wing because he's handling the Delphi gym, or not? Is it the Delphi gym?
Yeah,
Delphi gym with Duke Wood Harris.
They don't got a whole bunch of new fighters. They don't got a new spot.
Yep.
They basically don't reamped it. New fighters. They got the heavyweight champion now. Adonis is looked at as like this fucking GOAT. You know what I mean? And I like it because I think it really does show the growth from when you go back to the first movie, the second movie, and you're like, damn, bro. Like, even go back to the first movie, you see his guys coming in here trying to train, and then he won't let them train there. And you see this growth now of like him and Duke basically running this shit together. Him being more on the business side and Duke being still a trainer.
Where were you at when I was in the group home?
Yeah. Did you miss a meal? Yeah, exactly. So it just shows that it's dope to see that.
And did 3 years go past, like, already when he was handling the gym with Wood Harris? I think so. Like after his fight with Ricky Conlon, because that was 3 years that progressed right after that, right?
Yeah, because present day.
Yeah, I was thinking so. I was like, no way that him and Damien, that shit went for 3 years.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. That was 3 years because it went to it said present day at that point. So I think
So 3 years passed after that.
He found South Africa because old boy was still in jail.
Yeah,
Dame was still in jail when he said, "I saw you finally got to South Africa."
Yeah.
So 3 years later, we seeing all this shit go down.
Yeah, and then he stumbles upon Dame outside. It seems all cool at first, like they boys and shit.
No, the Barbie John has that look like he knows.
Yeah, he knows he
fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
I fucked up and I ain't been there for you, my guy. Like,
well, from Dame's perspective, he's acting all cool. He's
chilling. He's like, hey, bro, shit. And they go eat, talk. You get that communication. You can see that. When you see what Dame's been up to, like writing down his journal and stuff like that. He saw all his fights and stuff like that. He's like, that's how you follow your fights. And in a way, you feel tension at that dinner scene. But also, you're like, you see like Dame like saying like, yeah, bro, like my life kind of got ruined, bro. Like you living your best life. I'm over here just getting out the fucking jail. I've been 18 years. That's all I think, like 18 fucking years. Yeah. He's older than Creed also.
Yeah.
But then then we go from there. We see Creed go back and he's talking to his family and stuff. His mom, played by
Felicia Rashad.
Shouts Felicia Rashad. Still looks amazing for her age. Still looks amazing.
Claire Huxtable.
Yeah, exactly. Still look amazing. Black don't crack. But we see that, and we already see he's still kind of bothered by it.
Yeah.
The fact that he did see him, he's like, damn, bro, he's out, and he fucked me.
And he sent him letters, but his mom hid the letters the whole time.
Yeah.
So he never saw him.
But
also, real quick, just going back to the Ricky Conlon fight, I liked how in the fight there were moments where like it showed like the camera slowed down. You saw Creed eyeing like his rib cage.
Oh yeah.
And, like the camera pinned like slow zoom to his rib cage.
When he starts moving.
Yeah, exactly.
Boom.
Like it showed him eyeing that spot. Then they had the end of the round, and then right when the round starts, he got that shit.
Yeah,
so, just going back.
And it just shows the fire that Creed is at that point too. Like he's seen it all, done it all. It's not.
It's more control.
It's not. Yeah, it's control. I'm not just coming out here just swinging just because I'm angry at the world or something like that. I've been a champion. I'm a champion. I've been a champion. I've seen it all. It ain't gonna be the same as the first time, Ricky. But overall, that was a dope scene. But as far as when I see Jonathan Majors in his home, bro. That man got that small little apartment, house arrest, got a fucking ankle bracelet on.
Yeah.
Just working out. He got that nasty ass TV. He got the damn papers everywhere. That man was on a grind, bro.
Yeah.
I felt for that man. That man came from the fucking slums.
Well, that's what made
honey bun sandwiches and shit. Honey bun with peanut butter, nigga. Mayonnaise sandwiches. That nigga came from the grind, bro. I was rocking with Jonathan. Don and Dave was my nigga, bro. Fuck the bullshit. Fuck Adonis. That damn hoe ass nigga. Well, let that nigga do 18 years, nigga.
Yeah.
Nigga ain't put up by the books. Fuck.
That's true. No, well, yeah. I mean, that's what makes like Jonathan Majors like why his character is so important and why it was okay to focus on his character so much, because without him and without the sacrifice that he made early on in his childhood, taking the fall for that whole incident, you know, being caught up in that whole incident for Donnie wouldn't have had the career.
You were the towel boy, nigga. You carried the fucking gloves around, nigga. I was the guy, you felt that shit.
He was. And yeah, even when he's talking, like, you know, he's telling him like, hey, I don't have much time left. Like, I sacrificed so much time in prison. I'm old.
I still want to fight.
I still want to fight. So he tries to get him to, you know, hey, I want a shot at the title. Adonis is reluctant at first. You know, he doesn't want to do it. Right now, he ends up having him spar with his heavyweight champion. They start getting into it.
Nah, it got real before that a little bit. It got real. It got real when he came in the house and shit like that. He like, oh shit, now you got the roof fucking. Got a fucking glass roof and shit. But when he's talking to him after Tessa talks, they have that little part. That's kind of when he starts to like try to highlight. Oh, I don't think about them bed bugs and shit like that. He's like, okay, like, you don't came up. But when they're talking in the sports room together, and he's like, shit, somebody gave you a chance. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. You got a chance. You weren't the guy.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And he's talking about that. He's like, shit, I want a chance to fight too and get a chance to get up in that motherfucker. And you kind of feel attention because Dame's like, bro, like, I'm older than you, bro. Like, I'm trying to get up in here and get a chance to. I deserve to get a chance to fight for that belt. Mm-hmm. But we get to the sparring, which I already thought was gonna go south then.
I thought he was gonna injure him right then.
But we saw it was motherfucker had that heat already. Mm-hmm. And then we see Duke all the time telling him like, you gotta get that motherfucker up out of here, bro. Like, and he came out and he's like, what'd you say, Duke? Speak up with your chest, hell yeah. And Duke got quiet. He was trying to speak that shit. That nigga dropped that major kid. Hey, Duke, keep that talk there, nigga. Speak louder, nigga. That nigga Duke was like, nah, I'm chilling. That nigga Duke was chilling. That nigga was talking to his brother after that.
Nah, my whole theater was laughing when that shit came on.
Yeah, nigga.
Oh, shit.
Nigga, Dave was on point, nigga.
Yeah. He was intimidating, bro. He was intimidating.
But, so, we get the, okay, so we're supposed to have Drago fight our mans.
Yeah, I don't remember his name. But, yes, the heavyweight that Adonis is pretty much, like, taking under his wing. Drago's supposed to fight him. They go to Bianca's event with
Bianca, for a new artist who's Kalani, and the song's nice, like the song.
Yeah, it was a great song.
And my man dropped and you know what I told Jeff? I was talking to Jeff about this shit. My man dropped the Matrix is there. Everybody dressed up. Now was Michael B. Jordan wearing a suit?
Yeah,
he wasn't he?
He was. Well,
or was it just a shirt?
Yeah, it was like a shirt. I think it was a shirt with a blazer.
Okay, still. Jonathan Majors up in that motherfucker, bro.
You can tell like he's underdressed compared.
He's underdressed because he's like, bro, I ain't got shit. These motherfuckers living that life. I'm gonna go back to 18 years. Motherfucking 18. This motherfucker living life, drinking, having a good time, meeting everybody, talking. And I love how he go there and talk to his wife and shit like that. Yeah, you know about Leonard and shit like that, all kind of stuff. And we get the situation where the fight break out.
Yep, some guy has one of them damn sticks.
Like remind me of that damn skater chick.
Skater chick.
Remember the skater?
Oh, the Tanya Hardin.
Yeah, motherfuckers hit that baton out.
Shit.
Boom! Popped his shit.
I was thinking back to what was it? Never Back Down 2?
Oh yeah, he hit that fucking shit at me
in the restroom. Yeah, so it was the same thing. They hit Drago in the hand and his arm, so he's out of the fight.
6 months.
6 months.
They need a fighter.
He
was like the big promo, like the big fight, like you know what I mean, like the big thing that they're gonna make all money off of.
Yep. And then so they end up getting Damien.
Oh.
And yeah,
even I had to do a little show. I'm glad it went back to that Showtime thing. Also, do like a little Showtime like
commercial.
They did it for the second one.
They did it.
I don't know if they did it for the second one. Like maybe they did.
No, I think they did.
Maybe that last fight.
But I do love when they do that because then it really pulls you into the movie where you're
boxing
thinking like,
world,
like this is the boxing world.
Yeah.
That we're experiencing.
Even in that, he's like, yeah, over here. See, Dave's like, hey, bro, that's what my shot. They just chill. I want my shot.
Yeah. And sometimes those make the most like disturbing villains or disturbing villains, opponents, whatever. Is when they're calm. When they're calm,
just looking at you,
they just look at you, smile, and they don't give a fuck.
So let me ask you: And then, okay, let's go to this also. This fight's supposed to be a beatdown. This ain't supposed to be no real fight. He's supposed to knock this motherfucker out and end this shit. Even the dog's like, oh boy, this bed to go hell this because he's the best in the world. Like, this is going to be easy money. We just here to take a little promo. What do you think about the intro? I know you think about the intros when they come to the fighting intro. What do you think about the fighting intro for the champion?
They were dope.
You like this? With the whole Hispanic culture and
Oh,
stuff?
yeah. I like
the
that.
line and stuff?
Yeah, that was pretty dope.
And this shit was tight. By the line. I like Dave's shit there. When they started playing Nipsey Hussle and he was great last time that I checked. That motherfucker like Mike Tyson. That motherfucker had the little vest, the little cut. You know how Mike Tyson used to wear back in the day, a little hood with a little like just t-shirt with no fucking sleeves?
I thought that was for the second fight.
He did that for both.
Oh, he did that for both.
He did the Nipsey Hussle shit for both. Okay, he introduced him first in the first fight.
You're right.
He came out first the last time that I checked. Yeah. And I'm like, oh shit, they got the Nipsey playing? And he walked out. He just chilling, bro. He got the Mike Tyson look. I'm like, oh, this motherfucker coming to take care of business.
Yeah, bro.
And the other dude comes out, he has a cool one too. I like the intro. They did good with the intros.
Mm-hmm.
The intros are fire.
I liked them. They were better than the second one for sure.
Facts.
In that department. So yeah, we get to the fight.
They ever think it's gonna be sweet.
That shit was tough, bro. It's tough for old dude.
They knew, bro.
But like you knew
that shit off.
You knew shit was going. You know.
Go left.
It was going to go south. It was going to go south. Yeah,
that shit went left.
Because you started seeing him like take multiple cheap shots, especially when they're locking up.
I mean, he took the first cheap shot.
Yeah, you see him taking shots to the shoulder. Like I'm like, damn, bro.
It's not a cheap shot technically, though.
Well, you know what I mean. But
yeah.
He's going for that.
He's targeting motherfucker when he saw ice go in there and it started turning red. Yeah, motherfucker, I'm coming.
He's just
the elbows to the eye.
Yep.
Motherfucker, cut that motherfucker brown. Like, oh yeah, everybody's like. What the fuck, man? We're like, oh shit, ref, get a hold of this. And he just sitting like this. This Dave. Everybody tells him, hey, you gotta get suspended. And he grabs 2 points. And they don't give a fuck. They're like,
fuck it,
motherfucker. I'm gonna prove a point. And then we get to the next round. My man put some work in. Second round, he put some work in. He got Dan back a little bit. He started, getting some show like he was the heavyweight champ.
Yeah.
Dan got that mouth. Oh fuck! The tooth out, motherfucker.
The tooth came with it.
Oh fuck. And that's another thing. The Rocky movies always have like the nice amount of blood. Like it's not overdone, but it's a nice amount. You're like, oh shit, we in a real battle, bro. Like I was flying. Like, oh fuck. Now I'm wanting Jonathan Majors to win this, but he puts it back in. He's like, let's go next round, motherfucker. Back to that damn shoulder again. Tell me that shit was. I like, ooh. Even my line was like, oh fuck, that shit look painful, bro. My man.
There were several moments in this film where you're like, hey, niggas took shots, and you were like, I felt that shit.
Oh,
like that shit was tough.
And when he got him in that corner.
It was over.
It was over, man. The violence of the fights is amazing, but also Dame felt like Mike Tyson because he's already cocked diesel like, ugh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then like that motherfucker just swing and the swings that.
Because when I saw him at the beginning with the haircut, I was like, yeah, this motherfucker giving me like Mike Tyson vibes.
But even and how he swings with so much fucking power in the fights. Like he doesn't even how he blocks.
Yeah.
Nigga block like this. He don't block like this. That motherfucker block like this.
I mean, you can tell, like, bro, he's not like a clean fighter where like he's more of the technical.
Nah, 18 years.
Yeah, 18 years.
But he was the guy when he was younger, but 18 years.
He has that rough, rigid style of fighting.
And that's the thing. I think also he's more skilled mentally. I think physically he's at his peak. He's at his prime. He's still physically in shape, but he's at his prime of where he would be as a fighter.
Right.
But mentally, he's watched all the fights. He knows the game. He knows what he's looking for. Like, you talk about when he was a kid, he was doing the injuries and like looking at people like, okay. So he knows as a fighter, he's just smarter than everybody else. Mm-hmm. Which is why he's able to beat that dude down. But yeah, when he puts the ice on that shit, that motherfucker knew he was down. He's out, bro. He's hurt. So, shit, bro. When my man knocked that motherfucker out, bro, it was over.
For a second, I thought that
motherfucker thought he dead.
I thought
that motherfucker wasn't breathing.
I was like, shit.
I was like, oh, this motherfucker, get this motherfucker to the hospital.
But again, and this is where that predictability starts coming. Because I knew, like, even when I watched the trailer, I was like, oh, I even said, watch, it's going to be Michael B. Jordan. He's going to be training this guy. He probably injures one of his other fighters. And then that's what gets him back into the ring. Technically, that's what happened.
Yeah, I didn't think that. See, I actually thought that he was gonna go find some other gym to fight at. Like he was gonna get a sparring match with the dude, fuck him up, then have to go find another gym to go train at, and then he get a chance at a title fight maybe. But this did take me for a little bit of spin for me personally. But it doesn't matter because it works. Because even after he wins, he's like, oh shit, I gotta stop at the hospital, go see this. I gotta go see the man. I gotta go by the house. And then he goes by his mama's.
And she shows the picture. She shows him the letters, but also there's a picture.
I thought she was gonna die right there. I know she had came off a stroke. They said too. She already was sick. I thought she was about to die after she pulled the pictures down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was.
But she was wrong for that shit.
She was wrong.
And he told her, he was like, "You wrong for this shit. You made me think he got banned in his ass."
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, she was wrong.
But when you see the picture of the guy and you see him in prison, you see that
the picture of the guy that attacked Drago, which I knew too, right?
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
I was like,
well, this shit set up. He just chilled over. Yeah, that's set up.
Like, come on.
But it made sense though. He had to do what he had to do.
Yeah,
I would have the same thing. Motherfucker, I'm trying to get back in the ring.
But one of his opportunities.
When Michael B. Jordan pulled up on his ass at the beach. That motherfucker was the hood, bro.
Okay, now
I like that shit.
I wasn't expecting that shit. I wasn't expecting him to throw a punch at that nigga, bro.
Fuck that. But that motherfucker pulled up. Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, he said, "Hey, what you doing?"
He said, "Motherfucker." So I still gotta swing at me, motherfucker. Don't let this fucking Ralph Lauren suit fool you, motherfucker. And then he pulled my back. And Dave was like, chill, but Dave like he was in the hood, like you know how you in the hood.
He was just taunting this dude. He was taunting Michael B. Jordan's ass.
Oh, he was taunting
that shit.
He got his swag, man. He got them chains back. Motherfucker like, bro, I'm here, bro. I must have the gun on too. He said, "You got a gun, bro. I'm gonna hold on to that. Don't worry about it. We gonna do that. We gonna need that." He was talking down, but then he called him Baby Creed. Take it back to the first movie. When all that rapper called him Baby Creed. That motherfucker went sap, but he didn't have to die. He knew better.
Donnie didn't do that.
That motherfucker knew better. But when he threw that punch at him,
nah, see, that's why I was like, hold up now.
That shit took a turn, didn't it?
Well, yeah, but I'm like, okay, Donnie, now.
It's personal.
I know you ain't gonna swing at your boy, but like, you ain't gonna start shit and swing at him at first. But when he swung at you, I was expecting that nigga to fight.
Bro, he's not gonna. He would got his ass beat.
I was expecting.
This man been in prison. First off, this man been in prison. Second off, this man's been trained to fight. So you haven't trained in years.
I'm just saying, bro. You kind of look weak there, Donnie.
What the fuck you want me to do, bro? Man ain't fought in 3 years. He don't get his ass. Michael Jordan.
He right. He did.
You got his ass beat, bro.
Like, I don't care. Nigga swing on me like that. Fuck that.
Nigga,
I'm walking away.
That's like me being. That's like you fighting a random nigga, right? That nigga just got out of a fight. This nigga's been trained to fight professionally. You've been out of the game for 3 years. You just gonna hop out there and hit this nigga back?
But can I ask you this question? But I was in the game at one point.
At one point, nigga.
Okay, then that's enough. That's all I need.
That's like telling Floyd Mayweather get out there with Javante Davis and say, "Hey, nigga, it's all good."
Nah, that's all I need.
Oh hell.
If you used to fight, you still a fighter, bro.
Hold on, what's that big nigga from the heavyweight? The big black dude had the braids.
You talking about Broner?
Yeah. The big, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. If that motherfucker's in his prime fighting, or not in his prime, but he's just got a fight, and you've been out of the game for 3 years, you just gonna go. If that motherfucker hits you, you gonna hit that motherfucker back and fight that motherfucker right there and there?
Yes.
You tripping. And that motherfucker had his goons with him. Michael B. Jordan pull up by himself. Okay. They gonna jump his ass. Okay. And that motherfucker had a piece on him.
And?
Bro, you bug. That motherfucker got a gun, and he got his people. I'm walking my ass away. But still, he put me in check and he said, "Hey, motherfucker, you thought we were friends. We were friends, motherfucker. You left me in prison. Didn't put no money on my books. You fucked me. So now I'm here for it all."
I'm taking it all.
He said, "I'm here to take it all." It felt like Killmonger a little bit. I'm here for it all, motherfucker. I'm here for the throne, bitch. You see these heavyweight title belts? These my bitches.
Yeah.
This is my shit.
That shit was funny. No, that shit was funny though when he was on Stephen A. Well, first off, that shit fake as fuck.
Oh, Stephen A. don't do that late night.
Stephen A. does not be on those top.
First thing that late night. First thing that late night. I was the same shit. Like, bro, I watch too much fucking. Now I'm a sports junkie. I watch too much goddamn. We sports junkies. We watch too much goddamn Sports Center at first take. I know. Hey, shit, you should have that shit at 10 a.m. That's my time. You should put that motherfucker on ESPN just late night. I'll be cool with that too, but still, Stephen A. Smith was still cool.
They could have where like Stephen A. was it was the East Coast, Stephen O. it was in New York. I don't know where they.
Stephen A. was doing his own show on ESPN, like his own like late night show or some shit.
Because you could have where like, oh, okay, well if it's early morning in New York, then it's even earlier in California, so that's why California looked a little darker outside. You could have done some shit like that.
Yeah.
But Stephen A. doing a late night show, come on now.
Still, hey, fuck it. Stephen A. was on the show. Shout out to Stephen A. Smith. Nigga, you went ahead a little bit, I think. Did you?
What did I miss?
I'm trying to think. Oh, his mom dying, bro.
Oh yeah,
my man losing his mom. Okay. I love that scene.
Yeah, okay, this is what I'm gonna talk about. Where I think Sylvester Stallone should have been in this film for at least
the funeral.
For the funeral, because he should have at least been one of the pallbearers.
I agree.
You know,
okay.
Considering that he knew, I mean, he didn't know Apollo Creed's wife like that. Like he didn't really talk to her as much, but still, like that was his wife. Apollo Creed's like one of your longtime rivals turned friends. I would have expected, Rocky to be in that moment.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like hard to put him out of this movie for especially that scene. And maybe he could have taught some words into.
No. Just carry the fucking bear.
No. I'm saying like during the funeral, maybe a little bit after, he just tells him a little bit of advice. That's it.
No, nigga, no. That basically has son in him again, bro.
No, it's not.
I don't want to see Creed get sunned by Rocky no more, nigga. This is a damn title champion. He don't fought for about 12 years. I don't want to be sunned by Rocky no fucking more.
How's it sunning him?
Because that nigga get dog. How the fuck can I, nigga? That's like LeBron James saying, "Hey, LeBron James, after all this career he done had, the GOAT, talk all that shit. Michael Jordan come back and say, hey, let me give you some advice. Nigga, you can't give me no fucking advice, nigga. I am that nigga. I done did this shit. What the fuck can you tell me? It's different when I was a young buck trying to come up. I'm a heavyweight champion. I'm probably considered just as great as you are, low key. What the fuck you talking about, nigga? You can't give me no fucking advice on no damn ring.
I mean, considering he was in the same situation as far as bringing on someone like when he brought Tommy Gunn on.
That's different. Because that's different. Bringing somebody on compared to a friendship that you fucked up and you put that motherfucker in prison. Mm-hmm. It's not the same. But no, I ain't not want to hear. I'm with you with Rocky being there. Rocky talking.
Also, because he experienced like what it was like to at an old age to want to fight again and have to get back in the ring. Like,
but also that's part of it being Creed's story. See what I'm saying? Part of it being Creed's story is Creed going through that shit himself. You don't need Rocky there to explain it to him. I want to know. It's like Rocky's movies. Rocky had to go through shit. Sure, he had his boy with him. But still, Rocky had to go through shit and learn on his own. That's what I'm saying. That's what that Creed 1 and Creed 2 lack. I get the Creed 1 because he's younger. But if you would have Rocky in this movie, it takes it down for me because the fact is Creed is his own man now. He's his own. He's a champion. It's his story. I want to see him work through shit. Not have to get advice from Rocky still.
What I'm saying, Javante, is though, even if I don't want that shit. If Rocky is there, I'm saying that it's just naturally that's how it has to work. Like that's naturally what he would do.
You can do this. You can do this.
That's what I'm saying. That's naturally what he would do.
But you can do this. You can say no because he stopped giving advice a little bit in the second movie. Remember that motherfucker dipped on his ass. He got his ass beat.
Okay.
But look, I'll tell you this right here. Look, you could do like this. Shout out to Paul Bearer. You could have said, "How you doing, kid?" "I'm doing good, Rock." "How you doing? How's you and your son?" "Doing good." And that's it. Get that motherfucker out the screen.
You mean his daughter?
No, it's his son.
You talking about Rocky? You talking about
Rocky's son.
Rocky?
Rocky's son.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think tomorrow.
Let him to the kid say hi, how you doing, and go take his ass on. Don't talk. I don't want to hear him talking. I don't want him giving no advice because I want Creed to have his own fight and his own struggle. I want to see him have to go through shit himself. I don't need Rocky there no more.
You're never too old.
You're never too
gone to have some Rocky.
No, you got some advice, but my nigga, that takes away from the story. That makes it that makes Rocky a part of this now.
But still,
because Rocky helped him defeat all his enemies.
But that's the thing though. Like if you weren't gonna have Rocky in this movie, you probably could.
Paul Bear said I agree.
You probably could have just killed him off because. I'm saying you could have killed him off because then that's why I was thinking during that funeral scene. I'm like Rocky should have been there. Like Rocky would have been there for.
I mean, I thought about it, but also, I mean, he didn't really talk to her like that throughout all that time.
I mean, still, but also Rocky, like, he would have been there for him though, for his sake.
Yeah, I'm not agreeing. Rocky would make this fast scene, but also I'm not mad about it. I'm like, okay, shit, Rocky didn't want, Sylvester Stallone probably didn't want to come out and do no damn one scene and get the fuck out. So, hey, it's cool, man. And also, they didn't make it seem like that was like a great, like, like, Rocky knew that Apollo cheated on her and shit like that, had another kid. Mm-hmm. Like, he knew that he was out there doing dirt. But like they show like they had like a similar, like somewhat friendship, but it wasn't like no damn like, oh, he's like somebody I go to all the time.
Also, I do like the fact that they kind of course corrected a little bit with Adonis mentioning those other kids that Apollo had. Yeah. Because when he was talking about when I grew up, like Damien was more of a brother than me than the kids that you had and all that shit.
I like that.
So I like that they kind of added that just to make sure, like, hey, you know, for it, just in case we didn't ignore those other kids.
People. Yeah,
they were there in his life.
But when his mom died, when he's sitting on the bed, he's like, when he gets the call, he's like, you know, she gotta say her goodbyes. I felt that. Cause I'm really close with my mom, and seeing Adonis grow up and have to go, you know, they showed in the first movie like the relationship of him trying to, you know, figure it out, and she doesn't want to be a boxer, but she still watches the fights, and like they show his growth of that character with that relationship with the mother, because that's all he has. His real mom's dead, Apollo's dead, that's all he has left. Yeah. So I really felt that, and also I'm a mama's boy, I felt that for myself as well. But that conversation was great. Like you see, she's going through dementia and shit like that. And she's like,
it was sad, especially because like at one point she started off talking to Adonis, thinking
she's talking to Apollo,
and then she's thinking she's talking to Apollo.
But you know what? It reminded me of
she sees Apollo in
it reminded me of 1,000 Words with Eddie Murphy, because I remember that scene when he just listens and he listens to his mom and she's talking about how She's like, she goes, yo, you know, she always thinks about it's her husband.
Yeah.
And she's talking about how proud you be of him and how much I love him, how much I'm proud of him, of my son. And it kind of was like that closure for Adonis in a way, like, you know, like, you left me here, but he gave me so much life. Like, you know what I mean? Like, even though you messed up and had an affair with another chick, this child brought so much to me and so much joy to me and gave me so much to live for, even after you were gone and how you were killed, because he was killed in the ring. So even after all that, I was able to find joy and happiness in my life because of him. And I love all that. I love the dialogue and all that stuff. Yeah. Great acting, both actors and both actresses.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a great moment because it helped Tessa Thompson. The whole movie we're hearing Tessa Thompson basically say, like, we need to open up more, D. Like, you got to open up more. And he's not opening up. Which is something that's really common. A lot of men, especially in the black community as black men, you know, you kind of just harness your feelings and you deal with that shit. Mm-hmm. You know, you use that shit for something else. You use that shit for motivation. You don't really talk about it. So seeing at that vulnerable moment, you see him have that moment with his wife.
Yeah,
well, I thought was very.
And
beautiful.
Also because like Tessa Thompson mentions, like, you know, I didn't have a mom like that. Like your mom's been a great mom to me over these years. So like I would go to her. I don't have that. So I need you to open up to me. Like we need to open up to each other.
Yeah.
So it was great.
Yeah, I like that.
Great moment.
And the whole family dynamic was great. But I love all that stuff. I thought low key my man was gonna pope on the funeral. Just to feel
that's some toxic shit. I thought because when they showed Donnie walking back to the room, I thought that was him sitting down. I was like, hold up.
Facts.
I know this nigga ain't just invite himself.
Bro, I've been talking like, oh shit, before the diva time.
Yeah, we don't have right then and there.
But then we get Creed going on his first take, which I like that scene actually, because my man Dime is living his best life. He got a nice place. He got a chick. Yep. He chilling down. He like, motherfucker, turn that shit up. Get that motherfucker on the phone. Motherfucker, we can do this shit. He like, let's do it. Let's do this shit. I'm for this shit, motherfucker. Hell, you want these girls? Come get these motherfuckers. You pussy. They didn't say pussy, but he said, everybody know you soft. Everybody know you a fraud. Yep. Everybody know you ain't really like that. Boom, let's get it then. And the train montage, you know, you didn't like it. I liked it.
I never said I didn't like it.
I like it better than the first one, actually. You know why? Because the first and second one both kind of were similar to me. But this one showed that motherfucker being out of shape. Even though he's like still chiseled, that motherfucker's not in fighting shape. Yeah. And it shows like his growth, like having to go from like, because like another movie, it's like, okay, how do we train for this fighter? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this one, they basically showed the motherfucking X-rays, broken bone. I show the flashbacks too. How many times how many concussions have you had? Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Ribs broken. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, like so I like that it showed but this motherfucker's been beat up, bro. Like physically, he's not there either. Like these are two fighters that are not in their physical peak, but mentally, they're probably at their best. Yeah. In their careers. And well, you know, Donnie's retired. He came back mentally. He still got it.
And you know, another thing I want to add on the side.
It's like some Jordan shit.
Yeah, that's true. One thing I want to add on the side is just also the representation for females in the sporting industry, because they showed the female announcers. In
female trainer,
the female trainers that was sparring with them, like I just think that's awesome representation for young girls to see. Like
even his daughter wants to be a fighter.
Yeah, his daughter wants.
And
to be a fighter.
He supports it. Yeah, he's not telling her, hey, you know, baby, I don't want you to fight. I want you doing something else. Like
exactly
being I don't want my daughter fighting. You know what I mean? Like he supports it. You know, he's supposed to be training her that shit. He still trains her, and I think that helps grow that relationship because he knows how much he loves boxing. So it helps show that daddy-daughter relationship that she loves boxing so much and able to like really connect on that. And I thought those were great moments.
Yeah.
But I agree with you also. The representation was amazing for women also in the industry, and as far as especially in the fighting industry, because it's something we don't really think about like that as much, especially with boxing.
Yeah.
But the montage for me worked because I like the fact that he was out of shape.
Yeah.
He wasn't ready to fight.
Yeah, I definitely never said it was trash or terrible. I liked it. I just liked the first one just because of
it got you hyped.
It got me hyped up. It got everything going on with the.
Do you feel like this one did that?
Yeah, I mean,
I thought when Jonathan Majors was doing this shit, I motherfucker got the ropes. I was like, oh shit, throw this fucking popcorn out, motherfucker. I need to get some of that shit too.
I told you, bro. Hey,
18 years.
I told you, I'm gonna hit up Lifetime tomorrow, bro. I'm gonna try to find them ropes, get on like Jonathan Majors. It won't end the same for me, but I'm gonna try my attempt it.
No, I liked all the montage was cool with me. I liked it.
It was good, especially the ending. Top of the Hollywood hill sign.
Yeah,
it was dope.
Shit, we get to the fight, huh?
Yeah, the fight.
The intros. Creed was trash.
Yeah,
It was
okay.
His shit was trash.
It was okay.
Now that Nipsey Hussle always hit. So when my man came out with the Crenshaw, now I'm not like they had like the little lights and shit like that, the Creed, that was the fireworks and shit like that. That was cool.
Also, kind of like the fight, just the battle.
LA, that was dope. They did a lot. Yeah, it was all in LA because they had Crypto the first fight for him.
Yep.
So yeah, I like the battle LA thing and stuff like that. Was tight. Like that was all dope. And dude from South LA and one from Crenshaw, tight.
See, I thought the fight was gonna be in.
I'm glad I wasn't out of the country again.
Well, I thought it was gonna be in the jungle because that's what he said. Like, oh, like I'll be. What did he say at the beginning? He was talking about like I'll be in the jungle, whatever, one day.
I think so.
They're fighting in the jungle.
Yeah.
So I thought it was gonna end with those two fighting.
Yeah.
In place that they drew.
They thought at Dodger Stadium, bro.
Yeah, it was at Dodger
Stadium. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of tight. And also the LA thing, it was dope. But I like how it came out. The fight itself.
Oh, amazing! And I love one thing I love about the fight is that moment where it literally.
Bro, before you go there.
Okay.
The intensity of the fight all the way through, like through the prep, all the way through, like begin right when the fight starts, like the intensity, you feel the intensity between these two guys because you know this shit's bigger than the fight.
Yeah.
This is about everything we done been through, past, present, future. Even mentioned kind of, but you could tell in the actors' approach to this fight, like how they're getting ready to fight, and they spot, about touch gloves. You feel that. So go ahead, get your point then.
So, in most Rocky movies, it shows them landing blows. You see the title card, changes as the round progresses. So for this one, what they did, they literally just let these two niggas fight. They let them
just swing blow for blow.
The camera, like the shot, all the fans disappeared. It was just those two in the ring. No crowd noise, nothing.
And I love that part.
And I loved it. That is probably something where like I will talk about when it comes to like, oh, you know what? If I could debate why this is better than the first one, it has shots, that moment, those shots.
And you know why?
Amazing.
You know why I love that scene so much? Because anyone who's an athlete, or you hear like even your favorite sports athletes, like in
when they talk about it, like
when they talk about that moment that you just lock into something so much, you're so locked in. It's mono. That's the great thing about sports that we all love about sports. People that like sports out there.
Keep talking.
It's the mono, just me versus you. The crowd's out of it. It's all just on this stage, it's us two versus each other. That's why I felt when I watched that, as somebody who loves sports. That moment you have in sports where you just have that mono, just me and you. I love that, and I think to be able to show that in a film, I've never seen that in a sports movie where they've done that. Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe not even that. I think the first movie, with Rocky versus when Creed's fighting Ricky Conley, they kind of something like that, but it wasn't like that.
Yeah, where you had no fans.
Yeah, it just felt like everything was going. Everything's like apocalypse and shit.
Yep.
Which was fire though.
And also like at some point, during it, like you saw like the cage, the bars, the jail cell. I don't know if
I love that scene.
Maybe that was like Damien's perspective, like how he was
fighting. I think it represented. For me personally, how I looked at it, I think it represented both characters' pain. Like when Damien's pushing him, that's when you see the jail. You know what I mean? So it's basically like him getting all like, bro, like all the pain I've been through being in prison and shit like that. And when Michael B. Jordan's on there, you see the bed.
Yeah.
So like it's basically like Michael B. Jordan's pain of what he had to go through being a young kid, getting being abused by this guy. So like it's both of their pain just coming out in these punches because they can't show what they've been through in any other way. They can't talk about it. They just gotta do it with fighting.
Right.
They're both fighters.
Right.
Which was an amazing way of showing, the symbolic representation of it.
Which also going back, this is why Damien went to jail and why he resented Donnie all these years is because while they stopped, Adonis started beating up this guy, which turned out to be
I don't kid no more. No, his ass.
He did, which it turned out to be like his old foster parent who used to beat up on him and Damien, and then the foster dad's like friends came out, started jumping Adonis, and then Damien had the gun and used it to scare them off, and that's when the cops showed up and Adonis ran. So.
Yeah, well, like Damien was on. He didn't kill nobody. He wasn't even on top because they went to get food.
Yeah.
Okay, I say, Jonathan Majors to me was the one I was rooting for because he didn't do shit wrong. Adonis started that shit. That motherfucker told him to go get some fucking chips and some goddamn wings and a goddamn soda, and this motherfucker come out and start throwing hands.
And even the car ride, like he holds it down he holds it down with giving him some of the cash from his winnings. And so
I think he really did love Donnie, brother. He really cared for his brother. I think Adonis was the same way, but Adonis dealt with so much he had no fucking control. He's hot-headed.
Yeah.
So he did some shit that, it cost his friend. And like every other scene we saw, I think that's part of the reason why the character of Dame is so dope because Damon basically got every break that Adonis got. Dame never got a break. Dame got that. Dame after that was done. Adonis had so many breaks. Going from foster care, going to Apollo Creed's family, which has money, who had money, who could take care of, who could give him. He had a career. He went to college and a career, but said I will go fight instead. While Dame had to fight because he had no choice.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then even after that, going to build a train with Rocky because your dad was Rocky's friend. Build a train with Rocky and go do that to get to become a heavyweight champion. Dame was, I would be hot too, bro. You gotta be fucking breaking the world, and you can't give me no break. You telling me I can't get no fucking title fight?
Yeah.
So it made sense. But go ahead.
That's a great point. Amazing point right there.
I'm Team Dame all day, bro. I was just thinking about myself. Saying, fuck it, let's go, Dame. Knock that motherfucker out. Like, hit that motherfucker that rib. I was like, oh, yeah. But that's dope.
That shit was clean because, he was setting his ass up with that shit. He was over here. And I felt that shit.
I sweat coming like, oh, fuck, bro.
You show his back, like you show.
And you know David throw with some power. So he throws that shit. There's some power in that motherfucker.
That nigga was down until the 10-second. That's when he got up. But that motherfucker was down.
What do you think about at the end of the first quarter? He's like, "I'll be back." When they talk to each other. When you saw that Dave said something. I thought when Dave said it, everybody was just like, "Yeah, I'll be back." Oh hell yeah! So it was funny.
Just sparring, bro. It was funny as fuck. It was great. It was a great fight between those two.
Yeah, it lived up to the hype.
Yeah,
and that's another thing. I think like the Drago fight. The first one was okay, but Drago was over. He was out. Adonis was outmatched. And the second fight didn't look to the hype to me.
This fight literally went toe to toe until the final round.
And that's why, to me, this movie just get. It's one of my favorite one of the Creed movies because you just eat the build up throughout this whole movie, and the final fight lives up to the build up.
Yeah.
How many times you see that where the final fight actually lives up to the build up of the fight?
Facts. I like the first fight too in the first movie.
And you get 12, and he went 12 rounds on man. And Dame did lose. You know, Michael Jordan won that bitch like we knew he was going to. That's the Rocky syndrome. But hey, even afterwards.
No, also during the fight, there was that moment where they both.
Oh yeah, that was tight.
And that was the anime, influence.
You said Michael B. Jordan talked about that, right?
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan. He obviously said when he was making this film, like some of his fights were going to have some influences from some anime, and that was classic, like Naruto. Same thing. There's also another anime that did, Dragon Ball Z. Same thing in that moment, especially when they both hit each other.
Yeah.
So I noticed a little bit of it.
Yeah, I fucked with all that, bro. It was dope.
Yeah, fight styles were dope.
Then even after the fight, we get to the point we see, celebratory, and we see, Dame done lost. Dame in the locker room just chilling, like. Mm-hmm. And Dame never felt like resentful. He never just hated this motherfucker. It was just about like, I lost so much,
and I never got my opportunity
of my life because of your fault, or because of what you did. Mm-hmm. But then they had that moment together. They're talking. And he's like, "Yeah, bro, that shit wasn't on you." And they had that moment to get together and be like boys and shit like that. And I was like, "Oh yeah, we gonna walk out this bitch together," but that didn't happen. Now he said, "Go celebrate." But
he was like, "I thought he was gonna be like, go celebrate with your family." He's like.
You my family too.
Yeah, you my
family
that shit too.
But don't keep. I'm damn. I'm not going for that motherfucker, bro. You guys, I got my ass full. Like, fuck that.
Shit. How do you think old dude's gonna take it? He bring his ass back to the locker room.
I mean, he ain't fighting him. He probably gonna be a trainer or some shit.
Bro. No, I'm talking about the
Hector. What was that? His Hispanic
dude. That motherfucker. Yeah. I'd be like, why the fuck you bring this nigga back?
You don't want no more smoke with that motherfucker. Yeah. I want no more smoke. I want no more smoke with him, bro. I want no more smoke, bro. We all good. Good fight. I just got my shoulder spine.
Just got it back.
But no, the overall, and we end in a beautiful way, I think, with Rocky, with his daughter in the ring, play fighting, show off the shit in the hands still, and Rocky Adonis getting there, fighting with her, enjoying the moment with his family and having that happily ever after with his family, like being content, not content, but like being like relieved because now he has his friend back in the way. He apologized. They can move forward with their friendship. He also, he lost his mother, but he got to hear some words from his mother he probably would never heard to that point, which gave him some closure. And also, now you have your wife who you're able to and tell your darkest, deepest secrets. Yeah. So you're an open book. You have your daughter. You have your life ahead of you, and the next stage of your life, which is amazing ending to it.
Yeah. Especially that last shot of him like looking out of the like him exiting the rainbow, also just looking back on
his whole career where he was. This is a perfect way to end the trilogy. I'm not gonna lie.
I do think they should end it here.
Oh, it's done. That motherfucker already.
We'll see, man.
What do you do,
hey, bro? Honestly, at this point in Hollywood, never say never.
Nah,
never
bro.
say never.
They close. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna watch it. But look, first off, look. It's gonna be hard to top Jonathan Majors as a villain. It's gonna be hard, or not as a rival opponent. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to top him
for sure.
Because he was amazing. It's gonna be hard to top him. What can you do?
Yeah, because I don't think Rocky wants Drago in 4. They never topped Drago in Rocky 4. So
and now you give him you get this character closure. He has his family, his wife. What the fuck he going back to fight again? They already told his ass. Duke already told his ass, motherfucker, you got all this shit wrong. You are not physically gonna be ready to fight. We gotta think mentally.
Maybe years later, his daughter.
Motherfucker. Oh yeah, we done.
Yeah, it's like what's that movie called with Clint Eastwood? $1 Million Baby.
No.
With him and Hilary Swank.
Fuck no.
Yep.
No, nigga.
Do that.
I ain't watching that shit. I ain't watching that motherfucker.
Yeah. You talk about female representation.
That's money. That's how
female centric boxing.
No, that's a fucking money grab using the Creed and Rocky Day. That's a money grab. But overall, 9.5 out of on this film. To me, my favorite already. I can't wait to watch it again when it comes out. Mm-hmm. But 3, 1, 2. And 2 falls off by a long slide. But 3 and 1 are really great. I love both those films. I'm not mad at you for picking one. Yeah. To me, this just felt like Creed and his story. And I think the opponent was amazing, which makes that movie better. Because Ricky was cool in the first movie. Mm-hmm. But Ricky wasn't Jonathan Majors.
Yeah. Like, I like... Yeah, Jonathan Majors for sure is the best opponent.
And the fight lived up. I mean, the first fight was great too.
Yeah.
This one lives the hype. It was built up better. It was built up like a motherfucker.
Facts.
So it lived up.
Yeah. It was built up. It lived up to expectations. So agree on that. Mm-hmm. As far as this movie compared to the previous Creed movies, and Jonathan Majors as the opponent was probably the best one out of the opponents in the Creed franchise so far, or in general. I do like the first one over this one. That's just me. Maybe because it has the Rocky tie-in. Mm-hmm. I don't know. But it's not far behind. Like, it's close. Maybe if I watch it a few more times, maybe I will say, you know what, this is actually better than the first one. But for now, I still say the first one just by a little bit. This one and then the second one. And then as far Jonathan Majors, as far as Rocky villains overall, Rocky opponents, he's definitely number 3. I put, like I said, Apollo and Drago 1 and 2. Those are interchangeable. And then I put Damien.
Yeah, I'm putting Damien at 2 behind Drago, bro.
Because it's Damien. Then I would put Clubber Lang, Mr. T. I put Ricky Conlon.
No, I can't name that. I probably can't go down and list that. You're gonna say bad. I'm not knocking your list. I'd probably go Drago than Jonathan Majors because I liked his person. I thought he had the best. His story was dope, and also the whole portrayal of him was just amazing. Like Drago was just fucking evil.
But Apollo Creed, like how you gonna put him?
Apollo's cool, but Diamond Dame was different, bro.
And he was a villain for 2 movies. He was the opponent for 2 movies.
Diamond Dame was scary, bro.
And that is why that is why he's better than most of them.
But I think I would have fought him. I think I would have fought Drago over him. I think I'd rather fight Drago than Diamond Dame. Diamond Dame was like Drago's like my Diamond, bro. That's like fighting Muhammad Ali, or like not saying Drago's Muhammad Ali, but I was like choosing between Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson. Sure, you will get your ass knocked out by both, but I'd rather get knocked out by Muhammad Ali because Mike Tyson's just a different level of fury, bro. And the way he showed Dave throwing them punches, bro, my man was knocking motherfuckers out, and that motherfucker hit motherfuckers with elbows and shit. That motherfucker was scary, bro.
He was nice.
He told the daughter, he said, I'm gonna get her up out of here. I gotta get her up out of here. Shit getting nasty. Motherfucker gonna have nightmares.
He was nice. He was
but
nice.
I'm not knocking your list. I'm not knocking it.
He was nice. He just, bro.
I feel you.
Drago.
I feel you.
That was just.
I was root for Dave too. Diamond Dave was my guy.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Like he was definitely. I would say him and Apollo, because Apollo. I would say I root. Dame was the only one out of all those fighters that like I actually was rooting for. I agree on that because his scene.
Drago was straight evil.
Yeah,
you could root for Drago.
Yeah,
Drago was evil. I want to make Drago number 1 though, because Drago just to me Drago's 1 because he's just pure evil.
Yeah, if he dies, he dies.
dies.
Yeah.
Throw the damn towel. They should do that fucking shit for that old boy, Hispanic dude, bro. His shit rocked too. But no, shout out to Jonathan Majors. Shout out to the whole cast. I think everyone's cast came to play.
Cast and crew, they delivered.
Yeah, I think Tessa Thompson had probably the least amount to work with, but even when she's on screen, she does have her line. She does deliver. Duke Wood Harris, amazing.
Yep.
Love him as actor. Him and his brother both dope. Michael B. Jordan does a great job. He's amazing as well. Jonathan Majors is on a different level, but they're both great. Like, they bring each other up, which makes a great film overall to me. Overall, it worked for me. It closed out a great trilogy.
Yeah.
In other ways.
And again, like out of all these new trilogies, I mean, this Planet of the Apes that we've gotten recently, so.
And shout out to Michael B. Jordan doing their debut.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, you know, for each of these directors, especially to have a trilogy with different directors, like, it wasn't too much of a drop off between each one, you know.
And I like how it's kind of funny because Ryan Coogler started Michael B. Jordan's like his guy, and then it closed it. And Michael B. Jordan being the guy directing it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like passing the torch. And I like Ryan Coogler. Ryan Coogler could have stayed on Fall 3. But he chose to pass it on to another black director. And then he got opportunity, Transformers and stuff. And then he passed it on to another black director. So, I like that. I like that they did that. I think it's just a great franchise to me overall. I think Creed, shit. I mean, I know people love their Rocky, but you can make an argument. I mean, it's up there with the Rocky franchise right there with it.
Yeah.
Less movies, but maybe some better quality.
I mean, I definitely enjoy this franchise more than Rocky franchise because quality. I mean, the fighting, like, come on, bro, like, it's miles above. Rocky, like, you could tell when you watching the movies, like, them punches are fake. Creed, shit. Some of these niggas got knocked out.
Michael Jones getting knocked out in the first couple. Yeah, he was taking them hits, but. Shit, we run this shit for a minute.
I know.
Y'all go.
Hey, that's how good the movie is.
Thank you guys for tuning in for this long.
Yeah, a lot to talk about. But amazing film. Definitely my favorite movie so far of 2023. It will probably
you say that shit for the next couple of weeks. We got a tough March. March is tough.
Oh yeah, but I think at the end of the day, when we get to 2024, I will look back and say this.
It's top 10. Yeah, for sure. I think so.
Top 10,
guaranteed.
So consider yourself solidified. Creed 3.
Yeah, great sports movie. Great underdog story. Great film in general, man. I can't really knock it.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it. And I think the theater, we got applauses and stuff. I think everyone really enjoyed the movie. So, from what I've seen from people's reaction, also the theater love, like, it's doing well. It's going to do.
It's intense.
Shout out to Jonathan Majors, back-to-back weekends doing his thing.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, Creed 3, intense, offers everything: the laughs, the cries, like.
The action. You're going to get a little everything in this movie. Yeah. The storytelling, you're going to get a little everything.
You're going to like it.
I think there's something everyone can take away from it, though. Like
And like I said, it is predictable, like a lot of the Rocky films and the Creed films. You kind of know when you're watching, you know exactly what's going to happen, what's about to transpire. Yeah. But overall, just great film. Great enjoyment watching. And it's a spectacular film.
Ooh, on them big words.
I will say that. Yes, I'm trying to broaden up my vocabulary.
No, I feel you.
When describing these films. But what did you guys think of Creed 3? Let us know your thoughts.
Immaculate.
Immaculate. Okay, all right. Immaculate, spectacular. New words for you guys. But yeah, let us know your thoughts on Creed 3. What did you guys think about it? Be sure to let us know your thoughts down below. And if you enjoyed this this whole review, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. I'm DeAndre.
18 fucking years. I did 18 years. Right. Honey buns, peanut butter, mayo sandwiches, motherfucker. You couldn't put no money on that man books. Donis couldn't put no money on that man books. That motherfucker knew he was a joke. He even said, I try to forget. You can at least put some money on that man books. You rich as shit, living your best life. You got fucking see-through roofs. You can't put no money on that man books. Yeah. Fuck that nigga Adonis. It's Diamond Dave all day, nigga. Fuck you talking about? Yeah, we out this.
You did hold that nigga.
We out this.
Yeah. Deuces.